Joshna, and I have been volunteering as an instructor in Agora Math Circle for 4 years now. I'm here to talk about my experience with Agora Math Circle and how it's helped me personally and has helped the students I've worked with. So first I'll talk about my story at Agora Math Circle, then I'll move on to how Agora Math Circle has impacted my professional and school life, and then finally I'll end with how Agora Math Circle has impacted the students I've worked with and how the students have impacted me. So I started volunteering at Agora Math Circle in my sophomore year, spring. And when I first signed up for it, I didn't really know what I was going to do. I thought I was just going to maybe grade papers or maybe help pass out papers. But the first thing Kalyan Uncle told me is that I had to be a substitute for a whole class. And at the time, and I think still now, but mainly at the time, I was a huge introvert, and I was a really, not terrible, but not the best at public speaking. So when given this task to present a class to a class of, let's say, I think it was like 30 to 40 students, I was terrified. So in order to prepare for this class, I remember having the lecture notes printed out and practicing a lecture at least 3 or 4 times a week before the actual lecture. So I remember I timed how much each page would take, and I just did so much preparation that in the end, when I presented the class, I did pretty well. And I was really surprised because I was not someone who liked talking. I usually got very nervous and would stutter a lot and would have a lot of awkward silences, but when I presented the class, because I practiced it so much, I was just surprised at my ability to speak in front of a group of people. So that definitely helped me a lot in the future when I had future public speaking opportunities, and really helped me realize that, I'm not terrible at it, and if I practice enough, I can be good at it. So I always remember that experience so much. It's very dear to me because it really told me that, if I really work hard at something, even if it seems impossible, I can really be able to do it. So that was my first experience at Agora Math Circle, and ever since I've been teaching Senior Beginner B, but and it's been a really fun experience. I really like talking to the students, I really like talking to the volunteers, and sometimes I do have slip-ups, I do make mistakes. My first session I did make a lot of mistakes, but I was really grateful to have very kind students who were, didn't point them out too much or weren't very critical of it, and they realized, I'm also a student, and they were really flexible with me, and they really understood how to treat me as not only an instructor, but also kind of like a peer. Agora Math Circle helped me, one, in helping public speaking because I started out not very good at it, and over time and presenting more to classes and doing more of the Agora Math Circle annual awards, I was able to really fix that and really improve myself. But obviously I still need to improve, and I'm always learning, and I'm always taking critiques from my students and asking, what can I improve on? Am I talking too fast? Because I tend to have that problem. Or am I too shaky? Just let me know. Am I too quiet? So yeah. Another aspect that Agora Math Circle has helped me in is the problem solving. So Agora Math Circle is all about teaching problem solving to students. So teaching this problem solving has not only helped the students learn problem solving and know how to apply it, but also has helped me really look at the math that I learned in elementary and middle school and see, so there were simpler ways to do this, and there are, it taught me problem solving techniques that I can also apply to other aspects of my life. So whenever I go to an interview for a position, or just anything that requires me to talk about something I've improved on or something I've learned, I always cite Agora Math Circle and how teaching problem solving has helped me understand problem solving and has helped me get better at problem solving as well. So for example, I was part of a club called Project Rishi, and we basically have initiatives where we try to figure out initiatives that help rural communities in India. And problem solving is a huge aspect of it. And I interviewed for a position, and I remember citing this. I said, because I've been teaching problem solving and I'm familiar with it, it's helped me not only teach problem solving to students and elementary school students and middle school students in math, but it's also helped me problem solve for these initiatives and helping these rural communities in India. So that's an example of how Agora Math Circle has helped me in my professional life. Agora Math Circle has also helped me in my school life because, again, the problem solving helps a lot when you're doing math classes and even science classes. And another thing that has helped me in is college and getting into college. So currently I am attending UCI. I'm a third year biosci major. And since I was volunteering in a Agora Math Circle in high school, I was able to put it in my college applications. And I was very grateful for that. I even wrote an essay about it because I realized how much I've learned and how much I've learned not only from the students but also from what I've been teaching and from my experience teaching, and how that's helped me become a better leader, a better communicator, and a better instructor, and finally a better member of the community. So Agora Math Circle has also helped me in the college application process and also getting into college. So finally, I want to talk about how Agora Math Circle helps its students and how the students have helped me. So I just want to cite one example. So students, whenever we have breaks or whenever we're we're transitioning between sections in class, sometimes I have a little like informal chat with the students, and I'm very grateful for that because the students end up asking me a lot of questions that connect both to Agora Math Circle and what they're learning and to real life. So, for example, I was teaching area, and I was talking about how area is a very fundamental concept of calculus. And a lot of these students were just elementary, middle school, so calculus was a huge, a lot of years away. So, but I still wanted to give them kind of an idea of how what they're learning is not just it's not just just learning math. It's something applicable and something they can use in real life and something they might learn in the future that's going to help them with future math skills and future science skills and so on. So I was teaching them about how area and finding the area of a rectangle is a really important part of calculus because it's an important part of finding the area under a curve. And this just blew their minds. They were like, oh my gosh, so I'm learning something that's, something that's part of a really hard math. And they're just really astounded and surprised and asking a lot of questions. So I didn't want to teach them calculus because I myself find that subject pretty difficult, but pretty fun. So I was just talking about how, so one student actually asked how calculus is then applicable to life. And then I got into this huge tangent about how a lot of physics uses it, how a lot of things are built using calculus, just various applications, and how it's just so they can see it in real life and they can really see like their math being applied in the real world, in the world that they are experiencing. So now I'll move on to how the students have helped me. So I am very grateful for every year of class of students I've gotten. So all of them have been very critical of me, which is a good thing. I think they've give a lot of constructive criticism, which has helped me a lot. And at the same time, they're also very understanding and very receptive. I love that a lot of the students like participating in class, and I try to encourage students who are a little bit more quiet to participate. And when I tend to have more fun activities, or I try to relate something from their class to something in the real life, I like how excited they get and they really like start asking a lot of questions, which not only sometimes there's questions that I can't answer, so I actually look it up with them, and I also learn something with them while they're learning something, and that's really a fun experience. So overall, I'm very grateful for my experience at Agora Math Circle. I think it's a very fulfilling fulfilling volunteer experience I've been a part of, and I'm very glad I've been part of it for so long. It's very good. It's a very good way to impact the community and let the community impact you. And I can't wait to be a part of it for many years to come, and I hope a lot more people join because I think this is a very good experience, a very good organization, and that's my experience. Thank you so much for listening, and finally I want to thank all the students, parents, instructors, all the boards, all the fellow volunteer, just everyone who has helped Agora Math Circle and has helped a lot of the students and instructors and volunteers grow. So thank you.
Don't forget to subscribe and like. If you have any questions, you can email info@agoramathcircle.org or comment below and we'll reply back. Maybe. And if you want to see practice things or anything about us, you can visit our website, which is basically the end of the email but without the info and the end. So bye!